I'm sure you're watching this video because you want to know, if I get started today, if I make up my mind today, if I lock in today, if I follow the course today, if I read the book today, if I go on the YouTube channel and do everything they said to do with that strategy, if I do it today, how long will it take me to get to a point where I can quit my job? How long will it take me to get to the point where I can stop doing this thing that's taking up so much of my time and start doing trading, or start replacing that with trading? If you're watching this video right now, you want to know how fast can you turn trading into a income stream that can produce consistently for you, so you can stop doing the thing that's tying up your time. You can stop doing the thing where you don't like the people you work with. You can stop doing the thing that has you away from your loved ones, okay? And that doesn't allow you the freedom and the flexibility to do the things that you want to do. Maybe you want to take a trip. Maybe you want to be there to support your child's extracurricular activities. Whatever it is, we're all in a place, especially when you're first coming to trading as a beginner. You're coming to the skill set because you want the skill set to replace something financially in your life that you feel is broken. Okay? And I want to talk to you in this video because I want to show you the fastest way. I want to appeal to you the fastest way to get trading to replace that thing that you have in your life right now that's causing you some type of distress. Whatever that income stream is, it could be your career, it could be your job, whatever it is you do, you want trading to replace that, because how you're getting that money right now, there is something about how you're getting it that you don't like. And you feel the freedom of trading, the flexibility of being anywhere in the world and having access to Wi-Fi. You love the opportunity that that presents to you and for you. And you want to replace your current thing with trading. And I want to give you, from my experience, the easiest path to get to a point to see trading making a significant amount of income for you. All right. To get to that point, first of all, let's start here. I want you to first understand that it was last reported in the census of the United States that the average take-home pay, okay, in America is about $1,100 a week. Okay, that's the average take-home pay in America, around $1,100 a week. So if you're able to come to the market and make $1,000+ a week in the market and be consistent with that, okay, you are literally making the average salary of somebody that's clocking into work every single day, or at least 5 days out of the week. This consensus, or this survey, was done across a few 100,000 Americans, and it was based on a 40-hour work week. Okay, that was the study that I read, the article that I read. Now, when you understand the average income and what the average American is making, now you start to bring things into a perspective that you can manage. One of the reasons why many people fail to reach a place of consistent profitability in the market is because they don't have a realistic view in which to view things from. To put it short, if you don't have a target, how can you ever hit? If you don't have a target, how can you ever hit what you're going after? So you got to understand what's a real target, okay? And then you can go after it. Now, the next thing is this. Most people have been put in a place in their lives where they've always had to just barely get by. They've always had to just survive, and they've never really experienced thriving. I'm one of those people. Before I became an entrepreneur, I was always just surviving. I had never experienced thriving. I had never seen my mom experience thriving. All I saw around me growing up was just work, make enough to live, and maybe once or twice a year, you save enough money to take a nice vacation. But the majority of life was working. Okay? And so a lot of times when you're coming to trading and you see something that entices you, you see somebody post, I made 100 and something thousand while on vacation, or I made 20,000 in a day. you're thinking about, man, I can do this instead of working my job. Okay? And I wish it was just that easy, y'all. I really wish it was just that easy. But the truth of the matter is, it's not that easy. Because what I've learned is that we have to want to become the person that makes six figures while on vacation. We have to have a desire to become the person that makes $20,000 in a day. If we don't have the desire and the inward ambition to become the person that makes that type of money, we'll never make that type of money. Okay? Are we willing to become? Are we willing to master the skill set of trading? If we come into it and we're asking, hey, what do I have to do to become the person that is able to make $1,000 a week, $1,000+ a week trading? Then we put ourselves on the fastest journey to actually make that a reality. And it's really not hard. Once we change the way we think about the challenge that's in front of us. And so I want to present to you what I think is the quickest way from my experience. The quickest way is to come into this thing from the beginning and say, I want to master this skill set. Because if I master this, the amount of money I make is endless. Because I'm going to master the thing that it takes to attract the money. See, the quickest way to achieve something is not to saying, how can I achieve it? Because if you're focused on achieving it, you're just running after, you're chasing behind the thing. But you got to figure out what is the thing in the middle. There's always something in the middle between your desire and the thing you want. There's something always in the middle between those two things. And the thing in the middle is generally what attracts the end result. So instead of asking ourselves, hey, how can I become a full-time trader? Or how can I replace my job with trading? How about we ask ourselves, hey, how can I become the person that makes the money trading? And if I become the person, the thing in the middle, see, this is the desire, you and the desire. This is the thing, becoming a full-time trader. And in the middle is mastery. In the middle is developing the skill set. In the middle is being able to see the market clearly and understand when is the best place to buy and sell. That's what's in the middle. So if you just stop trying to jump from here and jump across the knowledge and becoming the person that has the skill set to attract the money, if you stop trying to jump across and get to the money first and just say, hey man, let me go from point A to point B and let me become the person that understands the market, that can see the market, that can find the best places to buy and sell in the market. Let me become that person. And if you focus on becoming that person, you will automatically attract the end result, which is the money. This is the quickest way, fam. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to sit up here and talk your head off. I'm just telling you, you're talking to a guy. My journey is well documented on this channel. All right. You're talking to a guy that has had ups, had downs. But last year I made a decision that I'm locking in and I'm going to find one way to approach the market. I found that one way of approaching the market, which is through market structure. Analyzing the structure of the market, analyzing trends, understanding what I'm looking at, support and resistance, call it what you want to call it. And I'm literally looking at what the market is doing. And I interpret the market based off the candlesticks, based off the price action and what I see. And I project where that market should and could go next. And those are my buy and sell opportunities. And that has awarded me across multiple accounts to be able to make $1,000+ in a day. To have $1,000+ weeks. Yes, some weeks are break even. Yes, some weeks take a small loss, couple $100 loss here or there. But for the most part, $1,000 days have become normal. $1,000+ weeks have become normal. And it's possible. And when I look at the shift and what has happened for me, the key has been in the ability to come to the market and look at the market and see it clearly. That has been the difference for me. I stopped chasing results and I started focusing on mastering what I see. And so I encourage you today, If you're new to trading and you really want to, man, I want to make this my career. Man, I want to replace my job that's keeping me away from my kids, my job that's keeping me away from my family. And I really want to make trading work for me. I present to you, become the person that attracts the money. Become the person that masters the skill set of trading. That's what I encourage you to focus your time on. Don't worry about how long it's going to take. The truth be told, there is no set timetable. Trading is it's a skill set that is so unique to the individual. Some people can get it in 2 months. Some people can get it in 6 years. Some people won't get it for a lifetime. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. But I have never seen, as the word says, I have never seen the righteous forsaken. And in the same token, I present to you, if you put it before God, if you believe, I promise you, man, you'll be amazed at what God can do. Some people say, Calvin, stop bringing God into trading. Let me tell you something, man. If you don't bring God into the things that you do in this world, you're going to achieve those things that you think you want so much, and you're going to lose yourself. You're going to lose yourself. I was thinking to myself the other day, Calvin, the times when you were struggling, the times where you just couldn't figure out why you couldn't keep money. You would make money in the market and then lose it. In those moments, would you redo those moments? If there was a way that you can skip past those moments, would you redo them? And I told myself, absolutely not. Because in those moments of frustration, in those moments of doubt, in those moments of not knowing if I was ever going to make it, God was with me. Because I was praying during the moments. I was reading my word. I was crying out to him in prayer. And God was with me during the moments. So I would never change the moments because God was with me. And I'm here to tell you, man, if you don't have some God in what you're doing, and it's not just limited to trading, it's anything. We hear the greatest athletes in the world contribute their success to the grace of God. We hear the greatest entertainers in the world contribute their success and their gains to God. So you mean to tell me I'm going to come to something like day trading, something that I'm new at and something that I don't know much about, and I'm not going to involve God in it? See, God can do what you can't do. God can open up your understanding to things that you haven't even thought about. And so what I just want to share with you today is that if you want to make money, you're new to trading or you've been trading and you want this to work for you, get your mind off the money. Stop watching these content and these videos that's making it seem, that's portraying. They may not be saying it, but they're portraying to you that money comes quick. Nothing comes quick in Forex. Even when you master the skill set, yes, what you're doing, it becomes easy because you've built yourself up to the point of mastery where you know what you're looking for and it's automatic. You can spot, you can look at a market and you know exactly what's about to happen. Yes, the skill set and the trades come easy to you, but at that point, you're still working on the mindset. You're still renewing your mind every day. You're still working on staying focused on continuing to grow and continuing to scale up and not getting content and comfortable and finding yourself to scaling back. So you're always working. You're always growing as a trader. You're never at this place where you feel like, man, I'm comfortable. I got it. It's a profession. It's a career. It's like a professional athlete. You're always getting better. You're always working on something. And if that doesn't excite you, maybe trading is not for you. See, a lot of people are getting drawn into trading because of money. And they end up being the person that's giving the money to the person that's selling them the dream. And they end up being the person that's throwing their money and paying for the Lamborghinis and the yachts that were used on the video to attract them into the skill set. Don't become someone else's. Don't become someone else's liquidity because you're so focused on the money that you're blinded by the fact that you really don't want to become a master at the skill set. You're just believing the lifestyle that you've been shown and that's been portrayed to you, and you're hoping that you can get that lifestyle too. One thing I've learned this year and over the last year of trading from 2024 to now, there is no hope in trading. When you become confident and you really know what you're doing, there is no hope. There is no hope. You follow your rules, you get into a trade, you set a take profit, you set a stop loss, and you understand probabilities. But there is no hope. I hope it goes my way. There is no hope. You know statistically what you gonna get. There is no hope in trading, guys. So if you find yourself hoping for this better life that's being portrayed to you, you've already lost. You have already become somebody's liquidity. What I feel is the quickest path if you really want to do this. And it's just from experience. You got to dedicate yourself. You got to dedicate yourself. You got to figure out, like, who is somebody that I see that's really doing this, that's really profitable at trading, that is really consistently actually trading and not just selling a dream about trading, that's actually in the market. How can I get close to them? How can I get in contact with them? How can I get them to teach me, right? These are the things you need to do because this is what you really want to do. So you can't base your decisions off of hype and off of what's being, sold to you. You got to really want to do this. So you got to do your due diligence. And once you find who's going to teach you, or you find the book, or you find the course, or you find the mentor, you got to devote yourself and focus on mastery and not on making the money. Because once you master, the money is going to be attracted to you. All right. So just wanted to share this with y'all, man. Again, this is just my opinion. Some people will agree, others will disagree. But one thing about me is that I've been consistent, man. I've been consistent with you guys when I wasn't where I needed to be. I've been consistent with you guys when I've been struggling. And I'm consistent with you guys now that I've found my way. And I'm extremely confident in what I do. And one thing about me is I'm really on this journey. I wake up every day and I trade. I got a community right now that I'm in the market with. And on the weekends, I tell them exactly the pairs I'm looking at, the levels that I'm looking to buy and sell. And many of them take some of those trades with me. But I'm on this journey. Trading is a major part of what I do on a daily basis. And I don't just trade just to get on here and talk about it and sell a community. I trade because it's my way out. I trade because it is my backup plan. I trade because it is my career. And it is going to be the thing that takes care of me and my family when everything else fails. When this channel gets old, when my voice gets old, my trading will be the thing. When my business gets old, my trading will be the thing that continues to keep me in a position of thriving and not surviving in life. And I know it's possible because I've seen the growth. I know it's real and it's possible, but it's possible for those people that really want to do it. And it's not possible for people that just want to get a quick bag and that just want to live out these fantasies that are unrealistic. Not because you can't get there one day, but it's unrealistic for you as a new trader to think you are going to go and start living this fantasy life that's being portrayed to you. Because the majority of the people that portray this life, they're using the money that they make off of selling you things to fund that, or their broker deal, or their prop firm deal. They're using the money that they make off of the attention that they get from you to fund the things that they're showing you. And you got to wake up and you got to understand it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's business. Welcome to America. That's America. All right. That's the world we live in. I love basketball. I watch basketball. The NBA Finals is going on right now. What do you think pays the salary of those players? Me. Millions of people across the world that tune in and watch these games on TV. These teams in the NBA, they make money off their TV deals, selling advertisement to me. That's the money. That's a part of the money they use to pay the. That's a part of the money they use to pay the players. My eyeballs watching, mixed in with millions of other people's eyeballs. That's what they use, ladies and gentlemen, to pay the players. That's business. That's just what it is. All right. And the car just cut off on me. Let me turn it back on. That's just business. But what we got to do is we got to wake up and we got to get ours. There's nothing wrong with what other people are doing, but we got to get ours. And don't just get, just pulled along while we still not successful. All right, it's your boy Calvin, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get back on this road. I just wanted to holler at y'all real quick, but God bless you. Take care. Just bringing you some motivation from the heart. Yeah, man, holler at y'all later if you're interested in Calvin's VIP trading group. Links in the description for that. But other than that, man, stay tuned to the channel. More motivation, more of my journey I share right here for your motivation and your encouragement. God bless you. Take care. Peace.